My client forgets the most important thing in the middle of trial. Can I go ahead and use a pretrial transcript to refresh her memory about what she said a year earlier? You want to know the answer? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. So let's say this is a medical malpractice trial. And now my client, the injured patient, is on the witness stand. And now I'm asking her questions. And I ask her a key question that's crucial for the jury to understand what happened here. And you know what? She totally forgets. She blanks out. It's like the deer in the headlights look. She's like, and she's trying to remember exactly the answer that she needs to tell the jury. Can I go ahead now and refresh her memory by using pretrial testimony that she gave a year earlier when she was questioned by the defense lawyer in my office? The answer is yes, I can. So now let me jump back for a moment. During the pretrial litigation process, there will be an opportunity for the attorney who represents the doctor and the hospitals that you sue to question you. That's known as a pretrial question and answer session. That's also known as a deposition or an examination before trial. Now, you should know there's no judge present. There's no jury present. This takes place in your attorney's office, in his conference room. There is a court reporter present to record all of the questions that you're asked, as well as all of the answers that you give. And that testimony, that pretrial testimony, carries the same exact weight as if you are testifying at the time of trial. The only difference is it takes place in your lawyer's office and it's a little bit more informal. So now, at the time of trial, if you forget something that's so significant that the jury needs to know, I can't turn around and say, Mrs. Jones, you remember we talked about this, you know the answer, come on, you can tell us. Can I do that? Not really. Can I go ahead and tell my witness while she's on the witness stand, Mrs. Jones, you told me 5 minutes before you took the witness stand that you knew the answer and your answer was A, B, and C. Can I do that? The answer is no, I cannot. I cannot put words into my own client's mouth. I cannot do that. But what I can do is I can help her remember something. I can refresh her memory. It's called refreshing her recollection. And one of the key ways to do that is by bringing her back in time to about a year or so when she gave her pretrial testimony. Hey, Mrs. Jones, do you remember you were in my office about a year ago and the defense lawyer was there and he had a chance to question you? Yes, I do. And during the time that he questioned you, he asked you a whole bunch of questions. You remember that? Yes, I do. And one of the questions he asked you was, how much of a delay was there from the time you made your complaint until the time you were actually diagnosed? Do you remember being asked that question? Well, not exactly. Okay, so what do I do then? Well, here's what I do. I take out the actual transcript, which is what the court reporter does when she gets all those questions and answers. She transcribes those questions and answers, puts it into the form of a booklet known as a transcript. And now, from this transcript, the defense will have a copy, I will have a copy. I will give a copy of this to the judge, and so he will have a copy. So now all I have to do is say, Mrs. Jones, I'm going to direct your attention to your pretrial testimony that you gave a year ago. You remember being asked questions by the defense attorney on January 1st? Yes, I do. Terrific. Your Honor, I'd like you to turn to page 19, line 6. Defense counsel, do you have that? Yes. Great. Question. And now I ask the question. Answer. And now I give the answer. Does that information refresh your memory as to the answer in the question that I just asked you earlier? Yes, it does. Is your answer the same as it was when you gave your pretrial testimony? Yes, it was. I have the ability to go back in time, use the pretrial transcript to help refresh the witness's memory so that now they can say, oh yes, of course, now I remember. The answer is exactly the same. That's what I was going to say, but I just forgot it in the moment. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on in these medical malpractice cases, these accident cases, and even these wrongful death cases here in New York. You know, I understand you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but haven't done so yet because you still have questions that need answers, well, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-5600. 8207, or by email at Gerry, G-E-R-R-Y, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.